Meta Man rocks!
The Meta Man rocks.
Hello, this is the Meta Man, and in this brief video, I'm going to tell you exactly what Bitcoin is going to be doing and exactly the impact it's going to have on altcoins, particularly games. And I'm going to be talking about all of the game coins that I particularly own. So at the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to do with Bitcoin. If you own it, you'll know whether to sell it or buy more. And if you don't own it, you'll know whether to buy more or hold off. You'll know exactly. And for the altcoin games, you're going to know exactly what to do. This is a big and important, financially important video. But remember, it's for education and entertainment only, not financial or investment advice. So let's get going. The first thing I want to show you is an important Gaussian channel. What the heck is a Gaussian channel? On your screen now, you can see a Gaussian channel that I copied from a really powerful technical analyst. His name is cryptocru University. And whenever I want really, really intense and accurate technical analysis, I go to him. He's a really good guy. He doesn't try to prove that Bitcoin's going to go up or that it's going to crash. He doesn't try to make big headlines. He just looks at the charts. Now you can see the Gaussian channel, and it has just turned from green to red. Whenever that happens, that is negative. That forecasts a collapse, maybe even a mega collapse. The second thing is you'll notice that it's in the red, and Bitcoin's price moved up to the center line and then fell back down. Anytime the Gaussian channel turns from green to red and Bitcoin is rejected by the middle line, that's another bearish indicator. And then finally, whenever a full candle of Bitcoin closes below the Gaussian channel, that is another very strong indicator of a bear market, of a mega crash. Now, that just because all those indicators are negative doesn't mean it's going to crash. It could crash from, say, 37 to 33 and then go straight up to 90. So listen carefully. This is my MetaMan opinion. Listen very carefully. If you own Bitcoin, don't FUD out right now. FUD is fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Don't FUD out. Why? Because if Bitcoin falls, it might fall from the high 30s to 30,000. It might even fall to 20,000, but then it might go up to 100,000. So if you're sitting there saying, oh, I'm going to be really clever, I'm going to time the market, I know better than anybody. If you sell now at around 37 or 38, and it goes down, but only goes down to 33 and then shoots up to 100, then you've lost everything. So this is not the time to be cutesy. This is not the time to think that you can outsmart the market. In stocks, it's hard enough where stocks languidly move up and down, but crypto coins wildly move up and down. There is no way you can time. First of all, you can't time the stock market, so for sure you can't time the crypto market. So as far as Bitcoin is concerned, if you own it, don't FUD out now. Don't ape out. Don't sell out now, because that's what the masses are doing. The masses are seeing it go down and they're getting frightened and they're selling. Now, if you don't own it, then you can either buy now. You might say, buy now. Why would you buy now if the indicators are that it's going to go down? Well, because it might go down from, say, 38 to 34, which is not that terrible, and then shoot up to 90. And if it drops from around 38, let's say you buy some now, and it drops to 30, buy some more. If it drops to 25, buy some more, because you can't time the market. You never know what's going to be happening. Even though this occurrence has happened of the Gaussian channel turning from green to red, and Bitcoin price got rejected by the middle line, and there was a full red candle below the bottom of the Gaussian channel. It's only happened a few times ever in the history of Bitcoin. It happened in 2011, 2014, 2018, and now 2022. It's only happened 4 times in history, and every single time the same thing has happened, it has gone into a mega fall. But you never know. You can take nothing as certainty. It's all probability. So if you own it, don't sell, and buy when it gets lower. It's called dollar cost averaging. And if you don't own it, you can buy some now, but don't use all of your stable coins. Just keep some in abeyance because it may fall further, which would be a great time to buy. So the worst thing you can do, the absolute worst thing you can do right now is smugly sell your Bitcoin knowing you can buy lower. So let's say you sell at 38 and you're hoping that you're going to rebuy it at 30 or 25 or maybe even 20, and it goes down to 36 and shoots up to 100. And I know what you will do. You'll FOMO back in at 70. You'll FOMO back in at 90. You'll FOMO back in at 100, thinking it's going to go to the moon because all the other YouTube channelers are going to be telling you, oh, this is Lambo Bitcoin. It's going to go up to 250. It's going to go up to 1 million any minute now. And so you'll FOMO back in. You'll sell at 38 and then you'll FOMO back in at say 70 or 90. Don't do it. Just hodl, 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 hodl. But now it's time to look at my little altcoins in the gaming environment. Why? If you look at all the money spent on movies, that's Disney Plus, Amazon Prime, Netflix, and all the movie theaters and drive-ins around the whole world. That's a very big number of annual expenditure on the entertainment called movies. But then if you look at all the money spent on the entertainment category called games, it's way, way, way higher, way higher. And yet that hasn't moved over to the blockchain yet. All of the games like Sega, PlayStation, all those big brands have not moved over to the blockchain. And so the games are all way down. They're like 500th on the market cap ranking or 1,000th or 2,000th on the market cap ranking because they haven't got their act together yet. They haven't got all their NFTs organized yet. They haven't perfected all the game aspects yet. And so all the games now are really tiny. They're way down in the market cap rank. They're way down on the market cap, but they're going to be gigantic. And so I bought lots of games because I don't know which one will win. I'm hoping they will all win. But what has happened to them? Let's look at cryowar, CWAR. I'm going to be showing you the maximum. That means from the very start to today. And you'll remember that in November of 2021, Mr. Bitcoin shot to its all-time high of just under $70,000. And you can see that when Bitcoin shot up in November, it dragged cryowar up in December to an all-time high of $6.29. And right now it's at 13 cents. $6.29 all the way down to 13 cents. That's a 95% fall, 95%. So what am I doing? I'm not going to FUD out. What I'm going to do is buy now. You might say, but Bitcoin's going to fall further. Yeah. And when it falls further, then cryowar will likely go much lower and I'll buy again. But since I bought way back in January when the price was around $1, I'm really happy to get it at 13 cents. And if Mr. Bitcoin falls further, then I may be able to get it for 10 cents or 5 cents. I'll be buying more. So will I spend all of my stable coins right now on cryowar? No, I'm going to spend half of my allotment on cryowar now and the other half when it goes down a little further. Now, PYR, Vulcan Forged. You can see I've shown its maximum range. It started in May of 2021. And in November of 2021, it shot up because of and in sympathy with the giant rise of Bitcoin. And then, of course, when Bitcoin fell, then so did Vulcan Forged. It went up to a high of 49. You know, I'm going to round it. Like you can look at the right and see it's $49.24, but I'm going to round them to make it easier to understand. It shot up to $50 because Mr. Bitcoin shot up so much, but today it's $10. $50 down to $10, that's an 80% fall. This seems like a really good time to dollar cost average. Next on your screen, you can see YGG, Yield Guild Games. And you can see that in September, it shot up on its own before Bitcoin shot up. And then in November, when Bitcoin shot up, it shot up again. And then it has fallen straight down as Bitcoin fell. So it went up to a high of $11 and now it's $1.50. It's fallen about 90%. Wow. Pegaxy stone, my favorite pegaxy stone. When Bitcoin shot up in November of 2021, you can see that pegaxy shot up. And then as Bitcoin fell, for some reason, pegaxy shot up again in December. And then even though Mr. Bitcoin was falling, pegaxy shot up again to its all-time high in February of this year, 2022. It shot up to an all-time high of $1, and it's now at 4 cents. An all-time high of $1, and now it's at 4 cents, a 96% fall. Now, the only thing that I'm happy about is that I bought at 80 cents, unfortunately, and this is the coin, pegaxy stone, that was stolen from me at 19 cents. And the only consolation I can get is that the thieves have a losing game. They got it from me illegally at 19 cents. And now it's at 4 cents. So I'm going to dollar cost average. I'm aping in. I am enjoying it. Am I using all of my allotted stable coins to buy pegaxy stone right now? No, I've got a certain amount of stable coin on the side sitting in one of my accounts. And what I'm going to do is take half of it and buy now, and half of it and buy later. Now, maybe I'll never get in. Maybe this one, pegaxy stone, will go from 4 cents down to 1 cent, and I'll buy, and then it'll go to a half a cent. But so what? Then it'll shoot up to the moon, and I'm happy. But maybe I'll buy at 4 cents, hoping it'll go down to 1 cent, and it drops to 2 cents, and then shoots up to many dollars. And so I missed investing all of my stable coins, but at least I dollar cost average, because you never know. It's only probabilities that you can work with. The next one is Sidus Heroes. I love Sidus Heroes. These old, crazy looking old men. It's a very interesting game. You can see that Mr. Bitcoin shot up in November of 2021. And then Sidus lagged a month before it shot up. And then it's gone all the way down just as Bitcoin has gone down. So it shot up to a high of 20 cents, and it's now at less than 1 cent. It went up to 20 cents, and it's now less than 1 cent. That is a 95% fall for poor Mr. Sidus Heroes. And Ultra, I love Ultra, UOS. It's a wonderful game. When Bitcoin shot up in November of 2021, there was a delay of a couple months, and suddenly Ultra shot up to its all-time high in January of this year. Its all-time high was $2.50, and it's now 80 cents. So it's fallen about 66%. Seems like a good time to buy right now. And those are the coins I wanted to show you. Those are most of the gaming coins that I own. And there is not a single game coin in the top 10. There's only one in the top 50, and that's Gala. And I think there's going to be lots of gaming coins in the top 100 and lots of gaming coins in the top 50. And I think there's going to be at least one gaming coin in the top 10. And I want to be an owner of it. I want to be an owner of a top 10 gaming coin when I bought it, when it was 1,000th or 2,000th on the CoinGecko market cap ranking. Because if I buy now, when these coins are like 1 cent, 10 cents, 15 cents, having fallen 95% from their high just a few months ago, I could see a 1,000x increase. Wow. That's what I'm looking for. But remember, as I said just earlier, this is not investment advice, but it's wonderful entertainment and education. You are now far wiser than you were just a few minutes ago. And in order to thank me, the best thing to do is hit that subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button, because I'm doing this for you. And the most important thing you can do, not only is reciprocate, but also stay tuned, because you don't want to miss anything. If one of your friends had said just yesterday, oh my gosh, Bitcoin's falling, it's terrible, you might get worried and have sold. You might have fudded out. Now, don't do that. Don't do that. MetaMan loves you. Stay tuned. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Please click on Meta in order to subscribe to my channel. And please click on this video, which is my most recent video, my previous one. And please click on that video, which Google and YouTube think is the most appropriate if you enjoyed this video.